And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback.
Oh, he's got, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball still.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Go over. Ready, go.
They'll leave it with him. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Quarterback keeps it. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. from the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets it down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Tagged out of the air.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country at points in the game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he'll take this one all the way to the house. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so 9 Nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. No one's going to get it. Touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Let's go!
He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that time, the defense in third and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the third and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Hard running there. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's... Third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Bringing the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Dip 3 soda. Here we go, set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal.
Ready up.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And now they've moved into the red zone.
Cooler, cooler, cooler.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Green 25.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And down he goes back 3.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback may change this route.
Ready.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways. so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he's in for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Jumped on top of the pile. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Here's a heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Offense lining up quickly. He'll pull it on the read. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Okay, ready?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got them set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity. And when you've got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there, just pull it down, go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistics.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. And he's got a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field.
Let's go, let's go.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
27, jump, stand.
Off the play fake on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm a play caller nowadays, and I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barker. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Barker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
On the move, it's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can... this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Flag!
Here's the handoff. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
On the move. Headed to the end zone. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UTSA is going to walk off the field there inside the Alamo Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay in the schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
3rd down play from the gun. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll go... on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the 1st. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long.
Trick 9.
This is a designed run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 3. And the electric run has him set up.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill. The defense wasn't able to get it done.
Take it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Charcoal! Charcoal!
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 72 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Snags it at the 30 and still running. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's...
He's loose, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. They like this matchup. Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Pace, 27, jump.
Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Finds a little space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play get decided, just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.